What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How's everyone going? How's everyone doing? Sign into chat. The chat should be working. I have this pulled up here, and you guys should see it. I'm gonna cross-reference this with my phone, or the stream on my phone right now, but sorry, by the way, that I'm like 30 minutes late because I said I was gonna be streaming at 6, then 6:15, but now 6:30. My Ethernet cable broke and I had to go get a new one, so that's why I'm a wee bit late. But nonetheless, I'm here. The millionaire, or soon to be again, is here. So, how y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. Should be working. Hello, everyone. My half asleep ass is excited. Glad to see it. Glad to see it. Welcome, everyone. Greetings. The chat's not coming up, so let me actually hold on. Let me try something real quick. I don't know why this just for whatever reason just isn't working now. Of course. Let me try something real quick. Hold on. Hopefully this... Alright, there we go. Alright, hold on. Let me change the settings on this. Alright, doesn't let me change the settings. Alright, so it's gonna be white for this stream. That's fine regardless. If you see this reply, your chat is working. That is correct. Are you gonna listen to the songs of the post or listen to it last live? Today, what we're actually going to do is, I said, you know what? We're gonna have some weekend vibes. We're just gonna be chilling today. I'm just gonna be sitting here reacting to the songs you guys had recommended to me. Like essentially 2 streams ago, but I'd reacted to some of them last stream. I'd only gotten through 3 of them. So I figured, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go through those songs today and react to them with you guys. And then after that, I have a John Doe case to cover. So we'll go over that as well. I know that's exciting to some of you. I think at least especially Jesse Pinkman, if he's here, because I know he's interested in that stuff. But welcome, everyone. Glad to see everyone's doing well. What's up, Basketry? Welcome, welcome. Let me hold on. There's got to be a way to make this darker, like I had in my last stream. No, okay. Oh, you know what? Probably because... Hope everyone's doing well. Personalization, color... Hold on, I'm just gonna make this dark mode real quick and then... What's up? It's a John Doe case. Where the fuck is personalization? Alright. It's gonna be appearance then, right? Alright, here we go. Theme. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Why is this not dark mode? There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. Shut up, me. Where did that go? Hold up, chat. Let me cook. Let me cook. Get your grills. Get your lighters. And get your baby back ribs. Because look at this. Wait, no, that didn't work. Hold on. Hold on. You should be showing dark mode because it's in dark mode now. Okay, so it's going to show it on here, on YouTube, but not on OBS. Oh, of course. It wouldn't be a Max Millionaire stream if I didn't have trouble, you know? Of course. No way I'm muted. I'm not muted, bro. Shut up. End stream. What's up, Daphna? What's up, everyone? What's up, what's up? Alright, so... Is it really gonna... If I... Alright. Bet. Alright, so... Let's see. 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 Whatever. Alright, so, whatever. It's fine. Anyways, we're going to be doing some weekend vibes. We're going to be chilling here today. So, everyone, you're not muted. Thank you, Jesse Pinkman. Yeah, I figured that. I know. Wouldn't be Red Hood if you wouldn't troll me every once in a while, but it's all good. It's all good. Excuse me. So, before, of course, we go on to react into some of the songs, you know, that you guys had sent me, I have a song, of course, for y'all to listen to today. And it's, of course, another mysterious song. Now, this one, the last time I actually did one of my Lost Waiver mysterious songs, it got solved pretty easily within the song being played by Zero, because she just essentially looked up the lyrics and found it. Well, I've searched high and low on Google, not on Bing or Yahoo, though, or Firefox. I've searched high and low for this album, and I did not find any lyrics for it anywhere online. Or at least this song from this album. So, it's another hip-hop song that I'm going to be playing for you today. Gotta look it up first. Hold on. Of course, you know. Alright. Also, no super chat on YouTube, meaning bad YouTuber. Bro, I've been making money every time I've streamed, bro. So, I've actually been doing pretty good so far, even without having to have YouTube super chat help. So, last stream I think I made, $56. Which, shout out to you guys, by the way, and everyone who did donate, which I think Red Hood did donate. I think it was $5. So, shout out to you, even though, you know, we're talking Schwick right now. You better play my songs at the end or I will come to your area again and make you eat a carrot cookie. That is a threat I never thought I would be told. I do not want to know what a carrot cookie is. I never had one. I know what carrot cake is, which is not bad. If you get it from the right spot, it's actually pretty good. But, never had a carrot cookie before. Ground Zero the hero. Why would I do that? Alright. So, let's get into my mysterious song here real quick. Let me get this going. There we go. I really don't like the fact that the chat is white, but we're gonna have to deal with it. I literally don't know why it didn't work like the last time. YouTube must have changed something in their update, but I probably missed something. We're gonna see afterwards, after the stream, so. Anyways, here's my mysterious song that I'm gonna play for y'all. Now, of course, the rules is, in case, you know, you don't know, that you have until the next time I stream to figure out what the name of the song is. So if you can't figure it out by the end of this stream, where you can put it in chat, you can just leave a comment on this stream's VOD once it's done, because, you know, I always leave my VODs up. I never delete my streams. And if you're right, I'll heart it. You know, just to show, or I'll pin it, just to show that your comment was correct. So, and you guys actually have good news, because in case you can't solve this song because it doesn't have any lyrics and it's not Shazamable anywhere, I'm actually going to be going away on vacation on Wednesday for about a week, so I won't be streaming it for a little while after tonight, just because I'm going to be busy after tonight too, just in preparation for me going away. So I actually should use it in black mode. Hold on. That's that's probably, hold on. I just realized something. That's probably what I was doing wrong. Fuck it, we're gonna figure it out, or I'm gonna figure it out while I play this song. Anyways, here's my song. Max's mysterious song. Let's go.
The way on a day that's smooth, like I got to take advantage. Beeping up the crew, raise them up to do some damage. Trooping to the point, cause that's the joint where the honey's sang. Pop the trunk, pop the tape. The player thing, youngins on the mission, scoping the girls for the digits. Hook it up tonight, cause the boots is what we hitting. Balling out the park when the day be getting dark. Switching up the gear, yeah, the hood is what we rock. So what do you see in the Jeep? Yo, it's me, 40 deep. Waking up your neighbors cause they best not to sleep. On my setup, you can bet up. If they let up, you can jack up. Cause we rack up, so just back up and get the Benny Hill smack up. Honey's hopping in my Jeep, they love the vibrations. But if you try to jack my tape, you get a tingling sensation. From my boot to your butt. Oh, guess what? My door was up. So get your lipstick off my glass. Fake a move and it's your last. Come around the way, you find out that we don't play. If you're down and you can stay, check me out, honey, any day.
What's up, kid? Yo, man, just hanging out,
Got some
man.
jazz.
Chilling, kid. Yo, I'm saying though, we gonna go to the penthouse tonight, man?
Nah, chill, man. I'm trying to go down the point, you know what I'm saying? Flex my fat system.
Chill, man. Nah, I'm saying though, man.
I'll give y'all a hint. It is not from the 80s. It is indeed from the 90s.
We can just run that bet like we always do, man. I know I'm gonna book all the honey.
Yo, I got a girl now. Later for that.
Give me a night, any night, and let me bounce out through my city. Cause the legion's in the past with the flavor that's unsurpassed. So who can stop me? I'm pulling the gamers like my guy, but that nightlife makes me hyper. A cat for wrecking that drunken driver. Resting to the point I'm always chilling with my troops. EC's got that high, so my man's hanging out the summer. If you're down, keep a grab for an episode. Rated exercise, mental like Michael Biven the set more next when I flex. No one can see me, I'm invisible. As I roll like a blunt, EQ red lines is critical. So watch me ease on down the road as I explode. My load and leave you stunned drunk. We something like ibuprofen. And who can want the digital can swinging that's how I'm living. Cause six be throwing more boomerangs and Robert giving. So hello and welcome to the South of 93. It's now down with games. So I can see threes like Bacardi. Ain't trying to hear the noise of sports. So the small talk will step and walk on as I drop bombs like Saigon. So hip hop parade, I'm giving her all raps on any day. You're never taking a loss at any cost, so keep the cross.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You see in full effect.
It's real chill, man.
For 9-5, you know what I'm saying?
Man, guess to just hang out up this camp, man, you know.
Eminem
Catch
kissed
the
Final
ball,
Answer.
man.
Let my afro grow, you know what I'm saying?
Man, you need to see the Bible, man.
You need to see me, you shoot.
Boy, you need to see a pit, goddamn.
24/7, 365. No rehearsals, always live. So let me show ya how to flow so you don't get hectic under pressure. Chocolate's my city, giving up no pity. Always find the player in the nitty and the gritty. So slide into my town with the greatest of ease. Life is just a tease, play it as you please. We're nowhere but in there, so step with care. Coming on for the ride, but only if you're there. Bad skills is flexible on the mic as they excite the crowd in the right with so much flavor you wanna savor. The night falls quickly on my city, strap your boots tight. Down with my hood, that red man, but tonight's the night. Days that be wooded as I drop the full load with a shot till you're not to free your mind like involved. So there's a flame, the road till I get busy when I'm mental. Step to the stage, son, we're more raps than rental, so.
Yo, I'm gone, kid. I gotta go.
Yo, gang, where you going?
So that was the song. This time I made sure to go really, really obscure. So that is it. That is the song. So those are your hints, the song, and that it is indeed from the 90s. I'm not going to say from what era, because there is a noticeable difference in hip-hop music from early 90s, mid-90s, and late 90s. Like, there's a noticeable difference. Late 90s was definitely more of, like, the P. Diddy era. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it was, like, that kind of glam boy era, or not glam boy, but it was, like, you know, wearing nice suits, big jewelry, you know, and, like, you know, a lot of, like, you know, just being, you know, living the kind of rich life, and it was kind of like that. Jay-Z as well, whereas the mid-90s was definitely more, like, grimy, hardcore, definitely East Coast influence, you know, Mobb Deep, of course, was a huge example, Wu-Tang Clan. Early 90s was still kind of reminiscent of, like, the late 80s, where it was kind of still more about that kind of, like, golden age hip-hop, kind of very similar to how Boogie Down Productions, Public Enemy, like, kind of how, you know, if you listen to late 80s rap, you know how there's, like, a noticeable difference of how they rapped compared to how rappers in the 90s rapped, because by especially 92, 93, there was a noticeable change in just the sound and a lot of flows. They were getting more technical, a little bit more, you know, going on and like offbeat with the beat, you know, of the, or with the music, excuse me. So let's see here. It does not say Harlem 90s tapes. Bro schizophrenic. Bet it's from a cassette. I think he said the artist's name, Yo Yo Blank. I don't know. I don't know. It's for y'all to figure out. It is for y'all to figure out. I'm gonna try this one more time, by the way, because look at this, y'all. Look at this absolute bullshit, bro. It shows the chat on YouTube. Oh, now it just doesn't show my chat at all on the stream for whatever reason now, because I'm showing it on here. Oh, it's because I cut to the different screen. Hold on, I gotta change that. That's right. Let me try it on this one. Maybe it'll work this time. Actually, you know. Yeah, see, it still shows up as white on here. Do I have to do a filter on OBS? Maybe I do. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well, fuck it. It is what it is. I don't know much about American hip-hop. This has got to be Livewire. I'm not saying anything else other than the hints I've said. So, it is, once again, for y'all to figure out. Actually, no, let me put this up over here anyway, just so I can see it. Still don't know why the fuck it's not working on either of these. Some absolute propaganda. Oh, I can turn this off too, by the way. Excuse me. Alright, so let me pull up my latest post, or the post that I told y'all to put for me to react to songs. So now I'm only gonna do the ones that are already on there, so don't add any more. Don't add any more. Where is it? It's this one. I'm gonna go in order of timeline order. So I did once. What was the last song I did? Was it Samuel Repost? I think it was. Let me check. Hi, French fries and ketchup. Got any Jane or John Doe's for later? Yeah, I do. I have a John Doe story for later after we do the reactions to all y'all's Lost Waves. All y'all's Lost Waves, excuse me. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chats y'all put for the mysterious song. I bet if Zero was in here, she'd probably figure it out pretty quickly, because even if there weren't lyrics or stuff available online, she'd probably have another way, I imagine, of trying to find it. But let me pull up my stream. Remember Con? Yeah, the C-O-N, clicks a blick to get you open. Yeah, again, if that's just an artist that's the only demo he made, and after that, because it just never went anywhere, he just said fuck it and stepped away, then, you know, yeah, that might just be his only demo or physical media or media in general that he's ever put out music-wise, because he may have just quit after this. So that's just a theory though, because who knows, maybe this artist Con or C-O-N, DJ or MC C-O-N, who the hell knows, maybe he has something else out there besides just a demo. But yes, I do remember Con. So let me pull up my stream real quick. I had a really busy day today. I did not prepare for this well at all. But it is so good, man. We're gonna figure it out right here, right now. Make sure to like the stream, by the way, if y'all could. If y'all enjoying it. Khan's career was definitely short-lived. Oh yeah, it was Samuel Repost. It was the Stretch Armstrong and Babito show. It was the Climb the Highest Mountain song, or the hip-hop song. Was that the first link he sent me? Yeah, it was. So now this is the second one that he sent me. So, alright, so I will continue starting from Samuel Repost's second song, and then I will, go in timeline order from there. So how many songs do I have today? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh. We got a nice set of songs for us to react to and chill to today. Hell yeah. You just couldn't wait to stream again. Nope, I just couldn't wait to come back to all y'all and talk to y'all and sit here and just listen to music and potentially make money from it. That's what I'm here to do at the end of the day. But no, it's always good to talk to y'all again and see y'all. And, I do genuinely enjoy streaming. I do miss doing it. It's just, bro, I work more than 40 hours a week. No excuse, though, because I do got to get back into it, and I do want to. But, alright, anyways, what was the second link that Samuel Repost had sent? Okay, so was this a lost song? Yeah, former mysterious song, known by the same name, Ground Zero with an X. Let me show my screen real quick. Excuse me. I think it doesn't count as Lost Wave unless it's incomplete, partially found. It's a different story. Does Max have the Black Plague? Potentially. Yeah, I may be dying. I may have COVID, y'all. I may have COVID-26. It's a new variation. Makes your voice sound shaky like mine is right now. Alright, anyways. Former mysterious song of the same name, so Ground Zero, solved January 26th by Finn Basketry, who's in chat, shout out to you. Sveta, who's in here sometimes. Jacob_, and Norgus49. Full high quality audio found today by Mystic65, released in 1999. So, OG original solve upload. So, how long was this a mystery for? Alright, so, at least on Lost Wayfinder, about 9 months ago, does he provide the original link? OG source upload. Here we go. Okay, so this is an old mystery. So this is from 17 years ago. Okay, so this was originally one of those kind of songs or bands that was misclassified as Linkin Park. Interesting. So we have a potentially, or ideally, a really good song ahead of us. Anyone in chat know this song, by the way? Anyone in chat familiar with this song, or, excuse me. SARS won despite it not being around since 2004. Facts. Hitler versus Stalin. That was a good epic rap battle. Oh, wait, no, it was Rasputin versus Stalin. Peak, I solved this. Okay, so this is very good. I Like Horror Movies is saying yes. Norgus49 was the basis of the band. Okay, very interesting. Didn't know that. Wakefield's other songs are peak. Chat, was this song from an album? I always love it when a Lost Wave song, especially one that's been unidentified for a really long time, comes from an album. Like, hold on. I don't know why that's still showing. Tell us why. Alright, can this get off my screen? Alright, whatever. Anyways. So yeah, is this from an album? It is from an album. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I'll be searching Discogs, if not on this stream, later tonight, to see if I can find this. Speaking of which, wait, hold on. Before we start, I gotta show something. I have another Lost Wave on physical media. Or Lost Wave artist on physical media. Look at that, y'all. In very good condition. I believe this is an original pressing. It looks like one. RCA Records, which I believe that's what he was on. So, was able to put, you know, cop this, get my hands on this. Very nice. Can't wait to listen to this. So, pretty excited to listen to that. But before I listen, or excuse me, yeah, before I listen to that, let's listen to some Ground Zero. Let's see if it takes us off the ground into Ground Zero. The album isn't on Discogs. Ooh, really obscure. What's the name of the album? The drummer died and bassist is trying to get in contact with the vocalist to get it released. Oh, well, first off, rest in peace to the drummer. I'm sorry to hear that. It looks great. Can't find it anywhere on the internet. Oh, okay, this is one of those. Ooh. So it's not on Discogs. Let's give it a listen then. 1999. Self-titled, I think. Okay.
Don't worry about the time and just watch the sunset. I keep my feelings bottled up, things that I regret. Oh, can it be up to me right now? Everything's so lovely in the sky right now. I want to take it back, but I don't know how. Can you chase the rainbow and find its end?
We're doing this in a restaurant. Chat, what are we thinking about it so far? For those who have not listened to it yet. I assume this title was inspired, though. Yeah, isn't Mark Wakefield, that's the name of the original singer from Linkin Park, right? I saw someone say that in chat. Yeah, Samuel Repo said this song was misattributed to Mark Wakefield, ex-singer of Linkin Park. Its earliest mention is from 2004. That's true. I have contact with him. This doesn't sound anything like Linkin Park. Nah, no, this does not sound like Linkin Park. This sounds more like, I guess more like, I don't know, pop rock, alternative pop rock, something like that. I mean, very late 90s sounding. But yeah, let's keep going. Wakefield. doesn't sound like Donahue.
I simply wish that I could feel the way you do.
I will say, I think the guy's voice could use a little work. It's not bad. I don't dislike it, but I think, like, it doesn't sound like he's singing to his peak. Like, to his potential, in my opinion. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like his voice could sing better. Kind of grungy, alternative. I don't know, I stopped paying attention. It sounds inspired by Pearl Jam. No, bro, this guy does not have that Eddie Vedder. And, you know, there's also the meme of, like, you know, you don't know if he's saying where, well, when, you know, where. This guy doesn't sound like that. I mean, maybe the guitar playing and the music itself kind of sounds inspired by Pearl Jam, but not so much the guy's vocals.
I just died again, standing next to you. Gone overboard and restore my pain.
Oh, we're absolutely balling tonight, Teddy. You know it.
Everything's so lovely in the sky right now. I want to take it back, but I don't know how. Can you change the rainbow to find its end? Take that to your ground zero, back again.
Oh, they were in high school when they made this album. Okay, well, that makes sense. Okay. I was about to say, like, because, yeah, like, it does kind of have the, like, people saying in chat, the little kind of, like, wimpy, like, kind of little, kind of smaller dude, kind of vocalist vibe when he's singing. But, okay, they were in high school. That definitely makes sense because, you know, sometimes you'll have a band where they're, like, you know, the singer will sing like that, and then you find out they're, like, I don't know, 21, 22 years old. But these guys were in high school. That makes sense. I never knew that. I never knew that either. I just found that out. We gotta figure out what do with you, Max. We gotta figure out what to do with your grammar. Still hasn't improved. I take 1.5 years off and your grammar is still shit, Teddy. You know what? I ought to just take that blue wrench away from you just right now. You know what? How about this, Teddy? You've got 5 Teddys in your username. Let's make that a health bar for you. Every time you do something stupid or say something stupid or make a grammatical error, you have to take one of those off. So, because you did a grammatical error right there, you now have 4 Teddys in your name now. Let's go. Take them out. Take one out. What do with you, Max? Bro, speaking like a caveman. I have no idea what missed. I have no idea. Hold on. I can't even speak. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Hold on. I'm just gonna block this dude. This guy kind of sucks. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. Alright, there we go. Anyways. Grammar's good, you just gay. No. I refuse to believe that's what you call grammar. Alright, let's continue. Round 0 by Wickfield. Alright, chat. If we were to rank this in a tier list, how would we rank this, y'all? How would we rank this, chat? Teddy, I'm gonna ignore the grammatical error you've made in your name. You spelled your fourth Teddy with only one D. But you know what? Consider, like, you know how in video games sometimes there'll be like certain ones where when you get hit, your character will blink and have invincibility for a little bit. I'm gonna consider that for you for a minute, Teddy, because technically I should make you take away another Teddy from your name just for that grammatical error right there in your name because you spelled your name wrong. But we'll let it slide. One of my favorite Lost Waves got solved earlier today and it's so peak. Which one was that? Wait, what? Falling down. The music video is kind of funny looking, but it gives me the same vibes the MVs for Take Me Out and Float On have. Sounds mid. I thought I liked this part. Hold on, where was it? This part? Yeah, that part. That was probably my favorite part of the song. Again, again, they were in high school, so obviously, you know, they're not gonna make a masterpiece. But again, like, if I had to say one critique of the song, wasn't too crazy about the vocals, I guess. But not a bad song. I'd probably say that was on, if we were making a tier list, or if we were putting this on a tier list of, you know, a usual stream of Maximillionaire would be like, Wang, great, good. I would say it was good. I enjoyed it thoroughly, overall. Not bad at all. 8 out of 10 in my opinion. Sounds mid, says Daphnaut. Okay. So, I mean, well, then again, this was one of your recommendations, Samuel. So, thank you for that recommendation, or thank you for that request for us to listen to. We've now listened to both of yours. We're going to move on to, I always say this dude's name wrong. Ninguemesmo 1. He says, since you didn't specify how to be Lost Wave, here's a pretty good song by The Creepers, same band who made Licorice Flavor, formerly unidentified Mark Trail song. Oh, okay. I do remember, I forget which video it was, but I do remember their song being one of his songs, and then it got solved. So, okay, this is from an album, 1987. This is called Cheshire Life, or Cheshire Life. I think it's Cheshire, because there's an E at the end. By The Creepers. Third track off of their 87 album Rock and Roll Licorice Flavor, later included on the compilation album Sleeper, a retrospective from 1989. Okay, obtained through Sleeper's full album. I'm always curious to see when a really obscure band has their album put on YouTube, how many views it has. Because sometimes, for whatever reason, you'll have a completely obscure album just blow up on YouTube, have like a lot of views or whatnot. But then sometimes they'll just have no views at all. Let's see. Okay, so this is definitely a more obscure one. Of course, you know, like only 7,000. But this is from 1987, Cheshire Life, by The Creepers. It's not too loud. Can I do recommendations again? Not tonight, not for this stream, because I already got a thing, or a whole, what's it called? Like, whatever, not bracket, you know what I mean? Thing made for my stream, like a whatever. I'm just completely blanking on the word of what it's called, but like, yeah, I already have like it's in my notepad. Like, I already have like a structure. I already have a structure for my stream, for at least this stream. You know, we're gonna do these Lost Wave reactions, do a John Doe case, and then probably call it there. But next stream, you know, we can definitely go back to the Teddy recommendations, whether if it's Andy Kaufman or, you know, something else he has recommendation, or some other recommendation he has for us. The album definitely looks like a post-punk album. It's only a 1-minute video? Okay, that's fine. Because, I mean, forgive me, because you usually will send, like, sometimes 10, 12-minute clips. Not that that's bad, because usually they're Andy Kaufman clips, and they are funny, which, you know, I'm not complaining about that. But sometimes it's just by the time we get to them, I'm tired, and I'm like, bro, I want to go to sleep. But we could definitely do a, you know, I can definitely include, you know, your 1-minute video in this, you know, in these requests as well, so that's fine. And it's better be mine. Wait, Red Hood, did you comment on here? Okay, no, you just left a comment on here. You probably sent me one on Discord, didn't you? Hold on. I probably have to pull it up. Oh yeah, you did send me one. Okay, I'll get to that one as well, too, for, you know, for the songs tonight. So, all right. Here is Cheshire Life by the Creepers, 1987. Whoops. Say that again. This is Cheshire Life by the Creepers, 1987. Okay, that's fine. His vocals kind of reminds me of Rob Halford's. Not when he's going high pitch, but when he kind of sings that lower pitch tone, especially in the early albums, like, you know, their debut Rock-a-Rolla. Kind of reminds me of that a little. Of that lower pitch Rob Halford vocalist or voice. Pretty good. Pretty good so far. Kind of like power pop or like pop punk kind of thing, or like post punk. It's like post punk and power pop. It's like just like the kind of, even though it's not heavy, that's just the kind of, you know, energy of it. Very Who influence, I think.
Sitting at the table on a smelly throne, eating back in the day. No frozen garbage, you can hear him say, telling great tales from the way. Caught a man on his line poaching an egg. Lucky I was on to the tea. Caught by an old guy, I shot off his leg. One thing you gotta know, one thing you sure to see, I tell ya, on God's glorious tree. Jesus is second to me, I tell ya, isn't it lucky for me? All this good fun is also necessary. Meanwhile, back at real life, never bought a copy of the Cheshire Life. Mo comes along with the rain.
Cheshire Light. Mold comes along with the rain. Chasing flies around with an aerosol spray. Cheshire Light. In the Cheshire Light.
Let's see. Is this album on Discogs? I can't even type. The Creepers. What was their album called? Sleeper. Oh, there it is right there. Let's see. Whoa! Wow, okay. So it's a double album. 2x vinyl LP. Oh, it's a compilation. So Sleeper. Oh, and it includes a retrospective as well, which I guess was the other album that it was included on. Or one of their songs was. Oh no, it's saying that this is a compilation album. I got you. So yeah, this is the, I guess, 89 release where it has all of the songs on here. Sleeper, a retrospective. But what about the original release, the 87 release? Nope, only has Sleeper retrospective. Alright, that's fine. Oh, it means this album, Rock and Roll Licorice Flavor. It's a ton. Here it is right here, Cheshire Life. This is just the 89 album. Okay. I gotcha. Okay, this is the 89 album. So this album isn't from 87. This is the one from 87 that it was included on, which is... That's some, like, Beatles White Album stuff right there. Like it's dipped in milk. My name is 90s Tapes Alt. Bro, you gotta take your meds. Creeper! Aw, man. Did the mystery song get solved yet? No, it did not. If you want to go back and listen to it, go right ahead in the stream if you were here for that. I don't know if you were here, Earth. But, definitely a banger. Speaking of which, when's the next Lost Wave tier list, Maximillionaire? I have no idea. We could, I don't know what would be the next tier list. I don't want to just, like, do a random one just because I've already done that before. I'd want it to be a theme where, you know, the last time we did top 10 WAFQ, or I keep saying that, WFAQ songs, and we did a tier list for that. I have no idea what we would do for, I mean, maybe we could do the, I did it a while ago, I think the CFNY tier list. With, you know, which has like CIA on it, or you know, that's the radio station that CIA was played on. I don't think I ever did an hour video. The longest I made Max react to was like 20 minutes. Was that an Andy Kaufman video, or was that something else? Because I feel like back then my only rule was like, all right, I'm not watching that long of a video unless it's an Andy Kaufman one. How long has it been since you started? What, the stream? Wow, already 50 minutes. We've already been going on 50 minutes. Interesting. Time flies by, you know, when it's Saturday and you're not worried about, you know, looking at the clock and going to work. So that was... whatchamacallit? The Creepers. Oh, man. Same people who made Licorice Flavor. Was that from their 87? Oh, yeah, that was from this album. Yeah, so it was from this one. Okay. And then this is from their 89 album. That was a recommendation by Ningue Mesmo 1. That was 8 days ago. Thank you for the recommendation. Next up, we got Jay Corson, who has been essentially begging for me to react to this song here. It's an unknown song as of still, apparently. Unknown song, Soda Pop. So let's just look that up here because I do not believe I've heard this song before. Been on Jay Corson's channel at least since of last year. This is the description of the video that this search first started. Well, let's read this real quick, some info. Here's 3 great rock tracks recorded from an acetate that we still actually have. I can't find any information about these songs anywhere. I'm guessing this is from the 70s. The only info on this very unique acetate is Allied, New York. Come on, YouTubers, tell me what this is. This is the video I got this from, and the other post I uploaded to What's That Song. Okay, so What's That Song? Upload. Soda Pop, most likely from the 60s or 70s. Ooh, okay, so we got an unidentified 70s song. It's been a while since I think we had one of these, where it's like, it sounds like it's from like that back in time, where it's from like the 60s or 70s. You know, besides Skinny Cat, you know, in the forest where the witch lives. Soda Pop is great. Do not get confused to the K-pop Demon Hunters Soda Pop song. Okay, I will not. Not WFAQ, WFMU. Is that another radio station that had a lot of Lost Wave? A lot of Lost Wave songs from it, either unidentified still or solved, because maybe that could be another radio station we could do a tier list for. Oh yeah, well, there's K-Watt's comment from above. Do you know radio station WFMU? Check it out, man. WFMU. Let's see. Radio station. I feel like I do know this station. Wait, Tambourine, shout out to you for the $20, man. Thank you so much. I will get to that comment, any note you left there in a moment. Are you talking about the Jersey City, Hudson Valley, New York radio station? Is that the one you're talking about, K-Watt? Yes, real obscure songs. Okay. Oh, it was where Guglielmo recorded his songs. Okay. I listened to The Forest like last week. It's a banger. Okay, yeah, we definitely did go over some songs from this radio station, which... Is this where Chemistry Set was played on? I believe it was. Yes. Okay, it is... Okay. Interesting. This is the one, like, I think I have gone on this one, or over this one before. I don't think I've done a tier list for it, though. So... Okay, I believe this is the one that Chemistry Set was played on. I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe. Because I remember them saying they were played on a local station, because they were from the Jersey, Jersey City area, Chemistry Set. Yeah, they were from, like, that area in the New York area. And, I believe WFMU, they knew some people there. Chemistry Set on this radio? I'd have to go back to my interview with them, because I did interview them. It's been a while since obviously since I've talked to them. So, but I could do a tier list for maybe, like, if there's a playlist on YouTube. If not, I could make one of, just top 10, if not just 10 random songs from WFMU, where maybe we can do like 10 songs that are still unidentified, do a tier list for that, and then we could do like a tier list for maybe solved songs from WFMU. If it's a station like WFAQ, where there's a lot of lost songs. Chemistry Sets from NY80s tapes. Ah, that's right. And I forget where he got his music from, like what station. I don't know if they're Lost Wave, but they have a lot of obscure songs. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, maybe I could look into this station more. I definitely do think I've reacted to stuff from them before. But anyways, that could be for another stream, maybe next stream when I come back from my vacation. Let's give this song a listen to from an unknown, really obscure acetate record. Maybe it was, labeled, or maybe it wasn't, but who knows? Let's give it a listen. This is Soda Pop from potentially the 60s or 70s. Oh, wait a minute. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot to get to the whatchamacallit, the donation. Sorry, give me 1 sec. That was rude of me. Apologies, Tambourine. Let me get to you real quick. I gotta get to my dashboard. There we go. Tambourine with the 20 says, found the $20 Apu Staja. I am not sure what that means, but I'm glad you found the $20. Thank you for the $20, Tambourine. Vacation? Bro, you've been for 2 years and you going on vacation already? Pff, kids these days. Listen, bro, I'm a Gen Z, bro. A boomer like Teddy is right, man. My generation's just so lazy. All we do is just complain about work and then never go to work. That's right. I come back to stream for, like 3 times, and then I'm gonna go on vacation. I may never come back. Y'all may never see me after, you know, this stream, especially now that I got the $20 from Tambourine. So I thank you again for the donation, by the way. Sorry, I completely forgot I was gonna get to that. And I said I was gonna get to it, and then I just didn't. So, anyways, here's Soda Pop by Unknown Song. That's the name of the artist.
Gotta make it past the soda shop. Reading like a shot of soda pop. Gotta take another hop to the top of the world. At the top of the world. My hands are cold, but I'm getting hot. Gotta get a shot of soda pop. It's getting so that I can't stop at the world. She's at the top of the world.
Before hip-hop and rapper producers in the 2010s were doing it, the clapping as the drums, these guys were doing it way before them in the 60s or potentially the 70s.
I can't stop at the world.
I'm trying to think where I would potentially hear this in. Maybe a DreamWorks or Pixar movie? It has like that kind of like, you know, kind of innocent pop, like, you know, obviously soda pop, so it's kind of like, I think this would be classified as like maybe bubblegum pop? Because that is a genre, but I think this would be considered that because it's kind of like, it's kind of like sweet and innocent sounding, in theory. But, no problem, bro. It's a Pepe emoji, but it doesn't work on your stream, Cry. I'm very sorry, Wait. You were trying to send a Pepe emoji. I saw you sent one that was the robotic arm, but I did not see the other one. The Pepe emoji. Oh yeah, because it didn't work. The thing about that is that it says Sody Pop instead of Soda Pop. Are you talking about the acetate? Max, when you were on your hiatus, I thought you died, low-key. Nah, I was just taking a step back, you know, focusing on the real world and shit. Kind of being chilling, but I'm back now. You know, being chilling with you guys now. Until I go on vacation. Do we know if it's the same chemistry set? Oh, wait, same repost. Oh, yeah, they were played on WFMU. Okay, that is right. I am remembering that correctly because I forget if it was... I remember the guy... I'm forgetting that. I know it was Terry and then... other home dude that I interviewed. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting his name. He had mentioned a few radio stations that had played their music, you know, because they had known some people in the area, because again, they were from the area. But, interesting.
She's at the top that I can't stop at the world. She's at the top of the world.
Oh, you're talking about the donation. Yeah, no, I do not see that anywhere. Sorry about that. Sorry, your Pepe emoji did not make it through the donation. Sorry about that, buddy. Sorry, Tambourine. But thank you again for the donation.
Can't stop at the world. She's at the top of the world. Pop, sody, pop.
Sody pop.
My baby. Pop, pop, sody, pop. My baby. Pop, pop, sody, pop. My
Let's get some clapping in the chat, y'all.
Pop, pop, sody, pop. My baby. And I'll be all popped up tonight. And if you see me
interesting set of chords. Okay.
Pop, 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 so did pop. My, baby. Pop,
Sody pop.
so did pop.
Yeah, he does say sody pop, not soda.
My baby. Tea, the black coffee with the soda pop. Mr. Pop with the soda mop. I gotta find a way back from the top of the world. At the top of the world.
Say mama. That's because of the hippie song. Yeah, that's true. 70s and 60s were interesting time, man. Oh, that's pretty much the end of it. That was Soda Pop, or Sody Pop. The song's called Baby Sody Pop. I bet if I looked it up right now, right here, with an E, it's gonna come up. No, not Sody Poop. Sody Pop. Babies. Oh, of course, no. What we get instead is AI-generated images. Alright. Alright. So it didn't work.
What's for dinner?
So, oh no, go back. Please. No, go back to this. Thank you. Alright, so that was Soda Pop. Unknown songs, as of still today. From obscure acetate, I know I keep saying that wrong. I think it's called acetate, or acetate. I forget how it was supposed to be pronounced, but I say acetate, and I was told that was wrong. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna call him acetate. Oh, God. Don't ever get tired. Stay young forever and with energy, y'all. If the Soda Pop Band didn't release other records with name, then it's probably never gonna be found. Acetates are found in low quantities. Yeah. Aren't acetates also sometimes like a thing like they used to do back in the day where like you could go to a like a studio or something if you paid money? You didn't have to be with like a label or a band or anything. You could like pay I mean, this was back in the day. You could pay like a studio and be like, hey, I want to make a song. I mean, you could probably still do this today in like a different capacity online or something. I think like acetates were also like because like H-Bomb or something. Yeah, H-Bomb, that song that's still unidentified. You know, it's called H-Bomb. That's a song that people theorize may have been like a record that someone just went into a record store and just made on their own. You know, they weren't with a band or a record label. Because sometimes people go to those and, you know, like make them for like birthdays for like people and like, you know, songs for people and stuff. Oh yeah, the before stuff. Baby Sody. The before colon trick. Oh, nope. Instead we get Airsoft Fatty. That's right. I forgot Sody Pop. Or this Sody Pop right here was pretty popular pre-2020, pre-COVID days. Anger is not the way of the Jedi. Maybe between 61 and 76 probably. Yeah, that limits it down to about probably 1,400,000, if not 140,000 bands and artists. Because, man, there's just I can name you like 50 just spectacular artists from the years 1967 to 1969. Like, there's just so much good music, and the 70s are my favorite decade, and so it's like there's even more artists from the 70s I could name you, you know, that are just spectacular. But yeah, that was Soda Pop, recommended by Jay Corson. I don't know if he's in chat, but if you're here, shout out for you for the recommendation. Probably not the 60s. I mean, I could see this maybe being like 68, 69, like that hippie era, like anything post the, you know, the summer of 67, which was like, you know, when the hippie era kind of like really came into fruition, and like, you know, hippies were kind of doing the flower power stuff. I mean, part of it died in the 70s when music got heavier in 1970 with like Mountain, Black Sabbath. I always bring up Blood Rock because they're pretty obscure, but they're a really heavy band from that same era as well. Uriah Heep, of course. You know, music started getting heavier, darker naturally from that era and onward. But anyways, moving on to the next recommendation. This is Black Mane, Twilight of Lear. This is by Jesse Pinkman. This is a 2-for-1. So, yeah, fuck it. We'll just listen to both of them. Black Mane, Twilight of Fear, one of the songs I mentioned last night. Let's give this a listen. Let me close these out real quick. I feel like I've seen this album before. Red Hood, was this something you recommended to me? If you're in chat still? I feel like I've seen this album before. Black Mane, hold on. Yeah, British New Wave of heavy metal band from Kent. 84. I forgot Love on the Rhythm got solved, by the way. Don't even know what that one is either. Sorry, I'm finding like hairs all over me. I just washed my hair today, so like, you know, of course, millions of them are coming out. I need to get a haircut too. I tried a second time to listen to DOA. That song is way too long, Maximillionaire. Bro, what do you mean? I mean, okay, yeah, to be fair, it is a long song, but, you know, if you're not into, like, the more doomy, longer, kind of creepier songs, you know, you probably won't like that song. DOA is a song by the band Blood Rock I recommended. It was their biggest hit. It was kind of like this, you know, long, creepy, doomy song that was played a lot on radio, and it, you know, it was, I think it's a really good song. Blood Rock, I think it's a spectacular band. I recommended the song for people to listen to, check out here, but, you know, Jesse Pinkman ain't vibing with it. No, it's cool, it's cool. It's fair. Check out their song Breach of Lease then, because that's, like, it's on their third album. That's pretty much their third album's DOA, because it's their long, doomy, kind of, you know, ominous song on that album, but it's a lot heavier. But yeah, K-Wad, DOA is their biggest song. If you look up Blood Rock DOA, I think it's a really good song, and I think it's pretty damn creepy, especially for its time. What counts as a long song? For me, anything longer than 5.5 minutes. Because even like a 5-minute song, that's not long. That could, like, some pop songs can get away with it. So I would say, like, anything like 6 minutes and, like, onward, I would say is a long song. What are your thoughts on the endless longing of sea doves? Why does that sound so familiar? Hold on. Oh. Is that a song? Or is that a movie? The endless longing of sea doves. Oh, it's a Lost Wave song. It's 20 minutes long. I didn't even see that. Holy crap. I've never listened to this before. Very long ambient song, incorrectly credited to Dan Can Dance in 1993. Christ, I might have to dedicate just a stream to that. Just to this, I mean. Holy crap. I feel like I've seen... Anyways, getting back to this, I feel like I've seen this album cover before. I don't know if one of y'all has recommended me this before, if I just, like, came across this one day, like, looking on Discogs, but, or was this a former Lost Wave song? Check the comments, maybe it was. There's Jesse Pinkman. Just check songs for the intro riff to this has some of the exact, so same notes as Fall of the King, assuming the AI got it right. Only released 2 albums, none of them have that song. Oh, this was a band. Oh, okay. This is where I came across this band before, because they were a band that people thought was the Fall of the King. That's where I've definitely seen them before then, because when I was big into that search for that song, you know, trying to look for that, I was like, I probably came across this band and listened to one of their songs. If not this one, maybe another one. What's up, Mike Worse? Welcome to the stream. Also, the second song I linked, you listened to it on stream before it was solved. I linked it to see if you remember it. Alright, we'll listen to that one as well. Anyways, here's Twilight of Lear, recommended by Jesse Pinkman. Shout out to you, man. Hope it's nice and warm in Albuquerque. All right, right off the bat, I think this is really good. I think this is great. This is something I definitely would have loved to have on Guitar Hero or Rock Band, or something I could have absolutely seen my mom playing, you know, in the house, you know, because she definitely loved this kind of music back in the 80s. So this is really kick-ass so far. And I definitely see what you were saying with your comment, Jesse Pinkman, on the on this upload here. Where was it? Saying how, like, the intro riff has some of the exact same notes as Fall of the King, assuming the AI got it right. Like that. When we're, I can't speak again tonight. When we play the song again, if you listen to the riff during the verse, like, you're gonna hear that it definitely sounds very similar to Fall of the King. If you've heard Fall of the King before, this sounds nostalgic. Yeah, it does. Like, I can picture being like a kid again in 2008, 2009. You know what's crazy? For whatever reason, I would hear like a lot more like power metal, British heavy wave, heavy metal from like this era in the 80s. For whatever reason, I would hear it a lot more during Christmas time, during December time, in the winter. For whatever reason. So whenever I hear like Rainbow in the Dark or like music like this, sometimes I just think of like the winter time, it being near Christmas. I don't know. Christmas is kick-ass and so is heavy metal music, so maybe that's what they have in common. Damn. By the way, that's a badass album cover, by the way. I'm sorry to interrupt this. I just had to make note of that. Excuse me. That was Twilight of Lear. Blackmane. Badass name, by the way, and badass cover. This is like everything I love. Like, it's everything you want with like an underground or obscure like metal band from the 80s. Like, badass album cover, cool name, heavy metal, rock and guitar solos. Yeah, maybe it sounds typical for its time, but man, like, look at this, dog. Look at this. I don't care if this is the biggest band in the world or like maybe they sold 12 copies. That's a cool album cover. Who did the art for this? Sleeve artwork. Terry Greer. Shout out to you, man. Oh shit, he's done a few other things. Other obscure bands. I mean, it looks like he did a lot of work with Criminal Response Records and Ebony Records. Perhaps a potential source for other obscure bands. Because look at Cobra. Apparently there's 20 other bands, or at least 20 other bands named Cobra. And these guys have an album, Warriors of the Dead. Follow the King on here? We'll never know. 4 Vinyl. Another obscure band. Cobra. Never heard of them. I'm just pointing them out. But anyways. Oh, let me get my chat back up. I always like to have it on my phone. I don't know why. Chat, what do we think of that song? Twilight of Lear. I thought that was killer. Good guitar work, and I know I committed the ultimate sin of pausing during the solo. I ought to be thrown into the mosh pit and get my ribs broken into 3. So, forgive me for that. Listen to the guitar, it has to be them, right? It absolutely is the guys who made Fall of the King. It was just from a demo, of course, duh. If we go to these guys, if we go to their demos, it's gonna be found. Oh, they don't have any demos. It's just an obscure demo that they threw away. It's not on YouTube yet. Keyword is yet. So. There's another thing I wanted to... Yeah. Fun fact, the oldest online mention of the everlasting longing of sea doves is from 1994. Fascinating. Literally since, like, pretty much the internet's been around. Potentially the oldest internet lost wave? Probably have to be. Even older than... Goddamn, even older than, what was it called? On the Roof by Johann Lindell. That was the first Lost Wave song on YouTube. Even before Like the Wind. Oh, no, that... Wait, no. That was a song I think I've been searching since... I forget the story, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I think it got solved in 2013. I think it was the first Lost Wave solved, but it had been a mystery for a while. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But anyways, badass song, pretty good. 20 out of 10, peak, so good. I agree. You can't go wrong with 80s metal. Like, there's just certain eras of music in time where you just, like, it doesn't matter what you're into, you just have to accept the fact that, yeah, that was just good music made back in those times. You know, that's a perfect example of just good music made. It's 80s metal music. Another obscure band you should check out is the band Sentinel. Look up their song Panzer Attack. Good 80s, like, thrash and power metal. Very raw, too. Next song that Jesse Pinkman wanted me to react to, Cutthroat, Call Me Chauvinist. It was found some point last year or 2 years ago after you reacted to it. I saw you asked if I had reacted to this in my last stream. I did not, but apparently I had reacted to it at some point while it was lost. So, I don't know. I Cutthroat. I didn't hear any news about this band getting solved, so I haven't looked into them. So, I'm curious to see which one this was. Solved was played in Z-Rock on June 87 as a Railer of the Month. What is a Railer of the Month? Let's look that up. Railer of the Month. Wait. Okay, there it is. What's a Railer of the Month? Rotten Tomato trailers. Only trailers comes up. Chat, what is a Railer of the Month? There's this Lost Wave band called Excalibur that I really fuck with. I feel like we've talked about them on the stream before. I think we maybe even reacted to one of their songs. That sounds familiar. Max is the Railer of the Year. Appreciate you. Thank you. Can't go wrong with 80s pop too. True. Love me some Hall & Oates. Absolute bangers from them. Sounds like something Carl 92 is. Maximillionaire. Railer of the Month. Oh my god, that's right. I just remembered everything. Carl was railing something, bro, when he was listening to Everyone Knows That. And now everyone knows that. I think there's 2 Lost Wave bands called Excalibur that made metal. That's crazy if that's true. 2 bands that were both at one point Lost Wave songs. because of how obscure they were. Just shows you how much metal was made everywhere in America and around the world during the 80s. So there's a reason why, even still to this day, The Fall of the King is unidentified. Anyways, this is Call Me Enthusiast by Cutthroat. I guess it was played on 87, but it was released again in 89. So I don't know if this is going to be the 89 or 87 version.
In your car.
But let's just finish. There we go. Let's finish that cornball up. There we go. I do remember Metal Monks, by the way, K. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to point that out really quickly before it got lost in chat. I do remember Metal Monks, 100%. There was one song on that EP. I think it was an EP. Really cool, by the way. It looked like it was knitted, like the album cover. But they were really good. I do remember them. Yeah, they were a Canadian Christian heavy metal band. Yeah, that's right. They were a Christian band. They're still really good. They're... Fuck, man. I'll have to listen to them later on tonight.
Got my own place and I'm really couldn't please. Single room flush and I won't be needing. This is a place where I unwind. I dim the lights and I put you out.
Not a label.
Come showing us I don't really care. I never want to let it hard. I'm gonna my fingers to her hair. Walk away. Oh, yeah. Come showing us I don't really care. 'Cause I never want to let it hard. Oh, the pain's so red to stare. Never ever read a book. Oh, yeah. Come and show me I don't really care. 'Cause I never want to let it hard. Oh, run my fingers through her hair. Oh, yeah. Come and show me I don't really care. 'Cause I never want to let it hard. Oh, the pain this can't bear.
Good hold at the end. Just stopped so suddenly, too. That was Call Me Chauvinist by Cutthroat, another band that, you saw a lot of these, especially in the 80s metal scene, where they just had only one release, either on cassette or just on maybe vinyl. And then that was it. These guys weren't even on a label, and they only had one cassette release that... I'm assuming this is what's just the photo on the cassette. And maybe, these were listed on the back, even though there's only one photo. I also like, too, how the vocalist is just named Russell on here, but his name is Shoemaker. I wonder if that's, is that actually his last name? Just because, listen, maybe it is. Because, there's times where people have weird last names that sound like other things, but... I don't know what ethnicity shoemaker would be. Or Shumaker. Or Shumaker. Maybe that's his name. Russell Shumaker. Most metal lost waves are heavy metal or new metal. Yeah, that's true. Wait, where was it? I would like to hear black death metal lost waves, even when those genres are super underground. There was one on Mark Trail's channel. I mean, it got solved, but it was from the 90s. I forget what it was called. I gotta go back to it real quick. It was Out in the Cold by Suffocated by Religion. Or maybe the band's called Out in the Cold. Yeah, Out in the Cold, and the song was called Suffocated by Religion. Came out in 96, which is when he recorded it too, sometime around 96. But yeah, that was a, what was that, death metal? Is that classified as? Yeah, death metal song that was unidentified. That one was a few years before it got identified. Pretty much like almost, 3 or 4 years or so. So, another stretch coming. Excuse me. Oh. Alright, thank you Jesse Pinkman, by the way, for those recommendations. I do not remember listening to this song, by the way. Coming back to this now. You said I did. I don't remember listening to this. I mean, maybe I did. If this was like Lost Wave back in February 24 and I reacted to it 2 years ago, I do not remember that. Maybe it was one time, and I still liked it. I probably liked it then, but I do not think I listened to this back then. Imagine Michael Jackson was Lost Wave. Yeah, that was just like a demo he had with like a record label that like before it got released, as a promotion, they had a falling out. Maybe they had an argument, and then it just got lost to time. Maybe it happens. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Next up, we got "Love on the Rhythm," unknown song. Let's give this a search. Recommended by Lovely Tax, which you gotta love lovely taxes. You gotta love getting taxed by the federal government and the state, and if you're in New York City, the city as well. Oh, this says it's got solved. Apparently. Interesting. Hold on. Let's see here. What does it say this was solved? This is an unknown song uploaded on what's that song called? Love on the Rhythm. What do you... Where's the solved? Oh wait, hold on. That's just the Vocaroo link. I know you reacted to Call Me Chauvinist. I'm trying to find the stream now. No, I believe you. I'm not saying I didn't. I just... You could, yeah, definitely find the stream, because I'm curious as to when I did react to it, because... Yeah, I have no recollection of ever hearing that song. There's so many songs I've reacted to on my streams that I've heard them once, just have... Unless they really stick out to me, like that song Doomed by Dis for some reason did. Unless it really sticks out to me, I'll probably won't remember it from the stream. Read my reply. On here? It says there's only one. Maybe it's on the What's That song? Oh! Cool Match is Bang Bang. Okay, so that's what it's called. Interesting. And then Zero uploaded it. Whoa! Was that it right here? Hello? Okay, yeah. It got solved as Cool Matches Bang Bang by Cool Match. Okay, yeah, thank you, yeah. I just had to find that you were talking about on What's That song. Jafar Jackson had a Lost Wave, if I recall correctly. Really? I know there's been a lot of misattributed songs to Michael Jackson that actually ended up, of course, becoming a Lost Wave. I forgot it got solved, by the way. Does anyone remember Sharon, Made in Aluminum? I do not remember that. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Alright, hold on. Let's open this up on YouTube. Love on the Rhythm. What was this uploaded? January of last year. Did I react to this one too? Because that intro sounds familiar. Anyways, this was Zero's upload. Love of the Rhythm, that's what it was called while it was unknown at the time. The original upload. This was uploaded 2 years ago, back in June of 2023, so I was still actively streaming, like, a lot back then, so there was a chance maybe I did react to this. Especially if it came from Zero's channel. I was usually going to her channel a lot. Good for her, by the way. She's doing really well on her channel. Happy for her. Because she's like the main, like, channel hub when it comes to actually listening to Lost Wave songs. Like, you know, going there for whether they're uploaded or unidentified, identified. Anyways, enough chit chat. Let's get on with this. Cool Match is a Bang Bang, or is Bang Bang, by Cool Match, 1999.
Love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm is in the house. Love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm is in the house. Love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm is in the house. Love on the rhythm is in the house. Yes, our people keep on dancing strong. We are not out of control. Yes, our people keep on dancing strong. Yes, our people keep on saying Let's keep
Definitely wants to make you get up and dance. Like, it makes me want to not stream right now. Like, I just want to, like, get up and just go out my window and just dance right now. Like, this is one of those songs that, like, it gives you energy. It gives you, like, that kind of, like, you want to get up and move. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to get up and just dance right now. This is like that kind of Not everyone's a dancer. I get that. But I do like me some dancing. Like, if I got some energy and I got, like, a good beat going, I like, you know, the music that's being played, I'll get on the dance floor and dance. I don't give a fuck. Oh, wait. Catch up on some comments. Cool Match's Bang Bang was in the lyrics, but no one noticed. That's a very interesting title, too, especially, like, when it's, like, a group name. Cool Match's Bang Bang, but... Was it one of those things that it was on YouTube the whole time? You know, once it got solved, people were like, oh, it was on YouTube the whole time. I fell in love with the song when I heard it in 2023. I love Eurodance. Yeah, this is definitely classified as Eurodance. I would say so. No, this is definitely Eurodance. What country were they from, by the way? I saw Daphnaut said that they were a one-hit wonder in their native country. What's the one-hit wonder? A band artist with only one popular song. Oh, that was great. Now, there was only audio on some random music website. Like Euro House or something. That's basically just Eurodance mixed with house. Swedish! Okay. I was gonna say Spanish. Just because I didn't know what language they were speaking, but it sounded like Spanish when, you know, the part played earlier. Swedish house. Swedish, you know, Eurodance. Alright, okay. I can get down with that. Swedish, yeah.
Let's keep together our love as a rose. Let feelings fly.
Start dancing, all of you. You can feel the beats of all kinds of sounds you create. Put them properly together and let them twist.
Love on the rhythm is in the house. Yes, our people keep on dancing strong. We are not out of control. Yes, our people keep on dancing strong. Yes, our people keep on saying
They're speaking English the entire song. There was a part where one of the dudes in the back, it sounded like he was speaking another language. Unless it was just his accent, and I was just mishearing him. But I can hear she's speaking English. I know that much. But one of these dudes, when they were speaking, a lot thicker of an accent if he was speaking English, but it sounded like he was speaking another language. You know, I don't know much Swedish. The only Swedish I knew was like when I'd watch old PewDiePie videos and he would like, you know, swear and shout in Swedish. So I don't remember how to say them though. I think it was like "Mari helvete," which means something. "Mari helvete" or some shit like that. "Mari helvete," something like that. Oh, "Din jävla finka," or "Du min jävla kukfitta." So I remember that, but I had no idea what Home Dude was saying in the back. But anyway.
Love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm is in the house. Love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm is in the house. Love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm. Love on the rhythm is in the house. We are not out of control. Yes, our people keep on saying yes. Love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm is in the house. Love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm, love on the rhythm is in the house.
Cool, we match it. Very catchy. Shout out to Cool Match for a very vibey, very catchy song. We cool, we match it. That was Cool Match is Bang Bang by Cool Match, 1999. This is not the album cover, by the way. This is very cool looking album cover. And apparently they were added, I saw in chat someone say they were added to Genius after the solve. Very cool. Another, like, it's just called The Album. Is it on YouTube? I wonder. It probably should be. Full album. It was, looks like it was uploaded, like, after it was solved. Or maybe, I don't know. Wait, what was this solved again? Hold on, I gotta go back to the fucking... Oh, this was, yeah, over a year ago. Okay, yeah, so this looks like it was uploaded, like, after it got solved onto YouTube. There could be alternative album covers? Was this an alternative album cover for it, though? Oh, that's not them. I guess it was. I mean, this looks really dope as well. They both look kind of cool, honestly. I do like... I mean, just Cool Match the album. I don't know, I feel like you could have used a better name than that. That's just my opinion, but this is a pretty dope. I'd like the text. You know, the font of the text. It looks like it has like that chrome kind of look to it. And very late 90s, early 2000s with just like, you know, the style, like the makeup, just the kind of coloring scheme of the album, how like it matches her hair and her eye coloring. So, it's very cool Swedish music, yeah. Scroll down. No, I'm good. Ominous album name. The Album. I swear I heard it before when I was like 6. That rhythm sounded familiar too. Like, I feel like, it sounded... It's probably playing a rhythm that, like, we've probably heard used in, like, popular music before. I don't know, maybe... This maybe would have been bigger if it was like maybe 10 years earlier. Maybe if it was around in the late 80s, early 90s, maybe this would have been a lot bigger. But, you know, sometimes when people just say fuck it, they make the music that they want to. Even if it was a little late for its time. you know, they can still make peak if they really have heart with it, you know, if they really put heart into it. So thank you, Lovely Tax, or yeah, Lovely Tax, for the recommendation. Love on the Rhythm, which was actually identified as Cool Match is Bang Bang. Next up, One One's Boy, another 2-for-1er. Eclectic Nobody, Circling the Planet, great song from an amazing band, was a lost wave, now it was solved. And then 1,000 Never Enough, hero song, peak emo. We're gonna give Eclectic Nobodies a listen to first. I saw a glimpse of that album cover. That looked like a caveman shitting. We might be in for a treat, y'all. Cool Match's hit was I Like It, I Love It. I like it, I love it. Why does that sound familiar now? I like it, I love it. That just sounds familiar. I like it, I love it. I like it. I mean, maybe I was just hearing that on the song.
Lemon chips, light heat, big punch of lime.
Grammarly helps me get the best grades possible while depleting the least amount of hours.
Ah, that was not a caveman shitting. That was this instead. Interesting. Alright, Eclectic Nobodies. Circling the Planet, 2000. Spinning in the Circle. It was solved on December 3rd, 2025 by Hanoit, who is in chat sometimes. Aidenick and Girl Wants Boy. I believe Aidenick was in here once. I know Girl Wants Boy is in here a lot, so shout out to y'all. Let's see when this was originally uploaded on, at least this guy's channel, 6 months ago, in August, and this was solved, 3 months ago. Okay. Eclectic Nobodies, interesting album cover, very artsy of the kind, very artsy. Welcome back, Basketry. Oh shit, I didn't even know the album had a lyric sheet. Holy shit, the lyrics were Love of the Rhythm. Love of the Rhythm. On the albums page, scroll down. Alright, fine. Ah, yeah, I see what you mean. Oh, of course the Japanese release. Because a lot of times Japan would do, like, a different, like, just an entirely different album cover and whatnot. Sometimes even on a different label, too. Depending on the country, especially back in those days. Saudi Arabia had a completely different release, too. Interesting. Only on cassette. This looks like some trading cards. This is like something like back in the day when I was a kid. If I was looking through Target, I'd see like a card in like one of those like plastic sleeves or like paper plastic things, and like this would be the cover. This is what it would look like. Kind of flames in the back, especially like the cheap off-brand ones. But anyways, this is Circling the Planet by Eclectic Nobodies. Yeah, let's give it a listen. 2000. It's as old as me. Didn't know there was a Saudi release. What? Yeah, apparently there was. Atmosphere. Mellows back out. Nice. Very atmospheric. Very atmospheric. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like, at least this kind of vocal aggression. Kind of reminds me of Puddle of Mud a little. Peak, definitely good so far. I'm definitely digging it. I like his vocals, and the music's very good. And I do kind of like the artsiness of the album cover. You got like all the masks in the background, almost as if it's like a background wallpaper collage kind of moving in the background. And then you got like her, I think that's a woman, sitting there naked with the mask covering like, you know, part of her face and her hair. I don't know how, is this emo? I don't think that, nah, maybe this is emo? I think this is more just like post-grunge, kind of alternative. I mean, that's what I consider a lot of music from the late 90s, early 2000s, even though there were so many other genres, but maybe it was. Maybe this is emo.
All I see is red. All I feel is dead. I can't lift my head up, but I'm breathing. Yeah, all my time was wasted. All of my feelings shot to hell. Won't heal my soul, and I never will. I never had anything for me. For me. Can't hide from everything that goes down.
Crank up the guitars.
That I did. We all stay the same. Spinning in this circle. Spinning in this circle. We all stay the We all stay the same. We all stay the
It's pulling out.
Can't hide from everything that holds you down. I swear we never let. We all stay the same. Spinning in this circle. Spinning in this circle. We all stay. We all stay the same. Running in this circle, spinning in this circle, spinning in this circle. We all stay the same.
Ooh, Jollymon, the machine. Will you now listen to me? I built you in the factor. That was Circling the Planet, Eclectic Nobodies. Okay, maybe it was emo, because as soon as I asked, is this emo? And I started actually listening to the lyrics, he was like, all I see is red. And I was like, oh yeah, you know what, that does that does sound kind of dull and gloomy. So maybe it is emo, but still a pretty banging song. It's definitely with those, you know, guitars coming in and, you know, especially when they cranked up at like the second half of the song, or, you know, latter half of the song. Not a bad song. Not bad of a song, excuse me. Mike Worst will be back. Peak. I don't know if it'd be peak, at least for me. If it's peak for you guys, you know, that's fair. But I don't know if it'd be peak for me. I definitely think it's a good song. But no, I definitely vibe with it though. I definitely dig it. So that was the first one by One Wants Boy. Peak emo. I guess One Wants Boy does like emo. And that was never really my biggest thing, but you know, there are certain, you know, songs I do like that I guess could be classified as emo. Like what is it? Pain by 3 Days Grace. Would that be emo, or would that just be hard rock? Because I don't know if emo is more of a genre rather than a theme for the song or the music itself, but I don't know. I always consider anything emo would be anything that's just like self-hatred and nihilistic, things like that. Sounds like a song I hear every other Tuesday. Bro's just going to like... Bro's still in high school apparently, listening to fucking songs like that every other Tuesday, and then, I don't know, I started listening to Nightbird so I couldn't hear it. Are you gonna listen to mine? Is it on there? If it's on here, then... Oh shit, wait a minute, hold on. Have I been going not in order? No, these are in... Oh shit. Okay, so... Alright, listen to those. Oh shit, I just completely went over K-Watts. Okay, whoops, that's my bad. It is on there, yeah, that's my fault. Alright, we'll do this one next. That's my bad. Because, like, every time I go back to this, it would, like, jump to, like, instead of sorting them by newest, it just sorts them as top, so... That's completely my bad. We will get to them right now. Or this song, right now. Psychotron's Death is a Dream. 79,000 views.
Premium.
So, was this a former Lost Wave? Washington, North Carolina, USA, 1968. Late, great psychedelic screech here, but without being suckadelic. Leave the suck for the flip. Slow cover of Unchained Melody. Damn! Roasted. Wait, did I listen to this before? Nah, well, fuck it. We'll listen to it anyway. It's definitely a genre. Emo? Oh, okay.
Ingredients you can see. And your dog can sense.
The puppy.
Instinct.
The puppy.
It was the stock market that started history's greatest wave of wealth creation.
Wait a minute, we got some fuzz and feedback. You liked the video, do you know it? I feel like... Did I react to this last stream? Yeah, last stream. Okay, I did react to this last stream. Okay. Did I? Hold on. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did, but this is a fucking banger, though. It does have a tinge of angst to it. Yeah, we did listen to this last stream. Yeah, so if you want my reaction to this song, it's in my last stream. I forget where, but yeah, I did. Okay, so I did react to your song. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, because I went in order from here with Baronese Bond, and then I went up, because these go from oldest on the bottom to newest at the top. So I did react to yours last stream, and then that's when I reacted to one of Samuel's, and then I started again today with this second song. So, okay. Yes, I did already listen to this. So, my bad, I wasn't in live. No, you're good, man. No, you're totally fine. Just don't ever let it happen again, otherwise you will never get mod. But I'm also just playing. It's all good, man. Yeah, no, so, yeah, because I like, the way it is, I'll try to get to these, when I can. Just because sometimes I have a hard stop, like, when I have to stop streaming because I either, I have to, like, do something or whatnot, but, I have people coming over, so, sometimes, like, I'll react to these, like, even if you requested them from me last stream or the stream prior, I may not get to them until the stream after, so, you're all good, man. Now, where was I leaving off on? Oh, yeah. 1,000 Never Enough, peak emo. Whoops. From 1999, 1,000 Never Enough, and Ramona Forever Split, 7-inch. So this is from a single from 99. Let's give it a listen. Also, I saw your comment, Red Hood. I have not listened to yours yet. I'm going to get to the ones that are on here listed, then I'm going to get to yours and Teddy's after theirs. Excuse me. Hold on, wait a second. There were two very different things happening in those few seconds. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, it's just like the first dude's talking, and then, and then the dude in the back is like, I can't scream like that. But it's just the dichotomy of it. Wait a minute, let's go back to it. Bro has bronchitis. Definitely Eric Cartman, dog. Welcome back. Yeah, what a song to come back to. You know, I can't blame the chat for only having 6 viewers in it as soon as, I started playing this song, because... What was this? Boy, yeah. I'm just gonna be real, One Wants Boy. Oh, down to 4. Can't blame that either. That was not a good song. I could not get into that at all. Usually, I try to be, upfront about my opinions, and I'll try to give songs credit. Like, okay, I liked this, I liked that. I did not like anything about this. 1,000 never enough. This song was more than enough. I don't need to hear it ever again. Thank you for the recommendation, One Wants Boy. We're going to move on. Ramona Flowers. Singer gives me Eric Cartman vibes, 100%. Who is Ramona? Probably the singer's girlfriend. After they heard this come out, they were like, yeah, honey, we can't do this no more. I'm sorry. I'm leaving you. Thought so at the time, aka Flowers for a Dead Heart, unknown song. Okay. Another Jay Corson request. I don't know why I closed YouTube. Yeah. Oh! That was from the other stream. Flowers for a Dead Heart, unknown song. Okay, this is a really... Or thought so at the time. Right? Yeah, same. Yeah, okay, same song. Already sounds like MC Hammer, you can't touch this, just from the first 2 seconds. 80s or 90s, that makes sense. Source, What's That Song? Okay, so this is a What's That Song post from... Oh, it's a Googlium upload. Okay, this is from WFMU, I'm assuming then? I don't know why I just did that. Search Google. Woo! Since 2013. God, Google Plus was still a thing. Y'all remember that? Google Plus? It was like, you had to have Google Plus to, essentially, have the features of Google, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that was back in August of 2013, since the song has been uploaded and still unidentified. So, interesting. So we got a pretty obscure one for us then. We're in for a treat. Not so at the time. I've reacted to this before. I'll listen to it again because I haven't heard this, I think, probably since 2023 when I used to stream back in those days when I lived in the other side of this apartment. I probably listened to it then, but this does sound familiar. I think I have listened to this before. Not so at the time. Yeah, what are we thinking so far halfway through this? I do remember this song, and I'll tell you what, I probably said this the first time I heard the song. That bass is definitely my favorite part. That boom, 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 or however the song bass is. Boom, 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 boom. Definitely funky and groovy as hell. That's probably my favorite part of the song so far. Chat, what are your thoughts at the time of the song so far? I want to hear the band's other stuff. Yeah, this is definitely catchy. Definitely like this more than the last song that was recommended. This almost sounds like a Gorilla song, a prototype. I can see the similarities. Like the guy singing kind of reminds me of Damon Albarn's in Gorillaz. Not so much when he was in Blur, but specifically Gorillaz. I can see that. I can see that. I'm back. Welcome back, K. What? Didn't even realize you left. Don't do that again. Definitely Jangle Pop Neo Acoustic. What's Neo Acoustic? I could just look it up, but I'd rather talk to you guys. Isn't what should we call it? Is that like atmospheric, like acoustic kind of rock or pop? Or no, Jangle Pop is maybe it's more like Jangle Pop. Oh God, Blur. Not bad. I just hope the singer doesn't have the same political beliefs as Morrissey. I don't remember what Morrissey was on about, or the controversies with him, but I do know he is an interesting dude. Yeah.
Now nothing moves and memories start to hold me, and then they kiss me goodbye. I stand infuriated and I start to cry.
What's up, Nick Gamer?
Dreams used to be so lovely, but now when they come to me, oh, they're like flowers for a dead, dead heart. For a dead, dead heart. For a dead, dead heart. For my dead heart. And your dreams used to be so lovely, but now when they come to me, oh, they're like flowers for a dead, dead heart. Yeah, I thought so at the time. Well, I thought so at the time.
Oh, right it. We went from one funky song to another. That was Thought So at the time. Still by an unidentified artist. And it has been unidentified for about 13 years now, so this is a pretty big mystery, this song right here. You know, I've been uploaded onto What's That Song in 2013. God, 2013, that's a different time from now, so this song has been unknown for a while. I could definitely see the Damon Albarn similarities with the guy singing. I thought so at the time. I don't know if I said this when I first listened to this, but this is one of those songs I feel like could have been a little shorter than what it was. What was it? 4 minutes and 16 seconds? This could have been like a 3.5 minute song. I don't think I needed the last part. But I can imagine this in some 7-inch under a somewhat prominent indie label that I then think to look into. There's a good chance. There's a lot of times I've seen like bands on like major labels and they fall into really, really deep obscurity. Like the band Bang, for example. They were on, whatchamacallit? They were on Capitol Records. They made the song Lions, Christians, The Queen. That's a really good song, too. Yeah, a lot of other bands. I don't want to give away because there's some bands that were once on major labels that I want to use as, you know, the mysterious song at the beginning of the stream. So I can't talk about too many because, you know, I don't want to give any secrets away. But anyways, if this band has only one single, I'm going to go to my room, spray perfume, and scream the band name. Ah, yes. This guy singer, who apparently some of y'all in chat, or someone in chat says that they think they're gay, instructed you to do so. Solved, Gorillas, Flowers for Another Day. What if we find out, you know, this is from like, what, 80s, early 90s? Song from the 80s, 90s. So assuming with that time range we're given, it's just like assumingly late 80s, early 90s. The guy does sound similar to Damon Albarn. Not saying it is him, but wouldn't it be funny if like this song was actually like something from a project like he was involved in before Blur? Like maybe like one that not many people really know about yet. Because sometimes even really, really prominent, like well-known figures, like they'll be a part of like bands or like groups like that were really obscure at the time, and you know, like maybe they say it obscure because no one really knew about them. You know, I'm trying to think of an example. You know, like bands like The Who, for example, they were part of other local bands in the area that, you know, not many people obviously really know of now. So, you know, it does happen. So what, you know, this would be funny if this was like a really, really early Damon Albarn project before even Blur, you know, considering it's from the late 80s, early 90s. Just a theory, just throwing it out there, you know, just for the shits and giggles of it. MCA Records and Polydor had a lot of lost waves. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Just listen to the Cool Match album, not all of it, and some of the 20-minute song. What the fuck song was that? To be honest, the only song that's 10 out of 10 is Cool Match's Bang Bang. The rest are 7.8 out of 10. It's only 48 minutes album. Yeah, that's a pretty decent length album, honestly. I think the album fully is 48 minutes. Definitely British. Definitely a British singer. Just because of how reminiscent and similar it does sound to a band like Blur or Damon Albarn singing. Plus it has that kind of like Britpop vibe and sound anyway. Definitely sounds British. I'd be surprised if it's not from like, if not British, like that British Isles area. Yeah, thank you Jake Corson for the recommendation, or for the request. I don't think he's in chat tonight. Moving on, all about you. Jangle College Rock. Excuse me. Very REM and Smiths-esque, so I'm assuming this is an unknown song. This is a Lost Wave still, so All About You. Give this... Yeah, there it is. All About You, unknown song. 2 months ago, from a college radio station in the 80s, OP said this might have been labeled Risky Business This. But that probably refers to the previous song on the tape. Okay. So, from a potential college radio station in the 1980s. I don't know where the link is for this, but this is currently my favorite Lost Wave. Recommended by the Goat Azure Beast. Oh, it's from a SoundCloud link. Mystery 80s college rock band. Get out of here. Bro. 15 years ago. Okay. So this has been unknown for a while. Even more so than thought so at the time. Alright, so this is All About You. Unknown song. Let's give it a listen. We'll do Jay Corson's upload. Fuck it. One with birds in the pic. Okay. There's currently an unknown Status Quo cover that's on MCA, but it's being gatekept and isn't on Discogs. What? Wait, so like MCA knows who the artist is, but they're just gatekeeping? That's fucked up. Yeah, Mr. Egg, no, what happened to you, Mr. Egg? Mr. Egg committed suicide. No, his guts are all over the place. Oh, the horror. Oh, Mr. Egg, rest in peace. Make a good breakfast. God damn. Sorry, I'm so tired. All about you! All about you! I'm not doing that to make fun of the guy's voice. I actually really like this guy's voice. That's probably my favorite part about this song. All about you! He's actually got a really, like, prominent vocal. Or prominent voice. That was decent. You know what it is? I think this is one of those songs, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. Like, I don't dislike it because it's not like something that I'm like, okay, it feels like a chore to listen to, but it's not. I wasn't like fully grooving to it. But I do like the guy's vocals. They're very like, I don't know. They have depth to them, or depth to his voice. I don't know. Sounds like something like from R.E.M's Reckoning. He was about to release the Max Nude files. Uh-oh, don't want those to get released. Y'all have to pay a fee and subscription to get those. Love that album. Possibly a demo, unfortunately. Yeah, sometimes when they're demos, man, there's a chance, unfortunately, they may never get solved. But obviously, you know, I want them to. Oh god, that's reminding me of those TMS trolls saying they know who made it. Wait, what? He posted a video of the record playing, but the artist name was unreadable, but the label was obviously MCA. Oh, that's some fucking shit. Not MCA, but the dude who owns the record. Oh, okay. But it's on MCA, we just don't know what release is. I see. That's some bullshit. Speaking of college rock, I'd like to do a college radio show sometime. Gotta thank Peter Choi sparked my interest for college radio. That'd be fucking sick, man, dude. College radio is like where it's at sometimes to like help up and coming or like local artists or just like, you know, get involved in the radio or music scene. You know, sometimes it's a good starting place for people who are in college wanting to go for something in film or radio or in the music scene. So, hey man, Mike Worst, best of luck to you. Hopefully you're able to find some success in that. Why do some demos sound like a banger? Because there's a rawness to them. The demo's like, alright guys, we're going to give this how we think this should sound. And there's like that rawness and like that genuine energy to it. So it's like, huh, this sounds pretty fucking good. Not all demos, obviously, but, you know, the good ones. Thank you, oh yeah, by the way, this was by I Like Horror Movies. This was the recommendation. Thank you, I Like Horror Movies, for the recommendations. I don't know if this is like a QR code or something, or like some sort of code I can use to like, I don't know, get a discount or something on like, I don't know, what was it, $5 Shave Club or something? Anyone remember that? I remember I wanted to buy from that once, but I was like, I don't have a beard, what am I doing? They used to be big pre-COVID, and then I remember when COVID happened, everyone kind of just forgot about them, I feel like. Alright, next up, we got 2 links from Daft Knot. So this is the first one. Let's give it a listen. Unidentified R&B song, I Think I Love You. Source, Think I Love You. This is from 15 years ago. All music posted in this channel. Well, R&B song 2011, hot new R&B song. Alright, let's give it a listen. Already sounds like Akon.
I always thought that love at first sight was something just make believe. Till the day you walked by and for the first time I couldn't find the words to speak.
Alright, well, it started off, I forget who I said, but it sounded like Jason Derulo now. R&B. Very Jason Derulo. Oh, Akon, I said, yeah. It's like Akon, Sean Kingston, wow, my brain fried right now. Jason Derulo, there we go.
First sight was something just make believe. Till the day you walked by and for the first time I couldn't find the words to speak. Said I wanna move closer. She's looking like a fast car, Testarossa. She looking at me like, hey boy, come over. Can you take me for a ride like a chauffeur? I said, oh, and now we can't get off the phone. Next thing you know, she's coming home to meet my mama, and I can't believe it all started with me saying, hey mama, 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 hey mama, 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 and she was like, hey papa, no tell me what's up with ya. Hey mama, mama, I think I love ya. Hey mama, 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 hey mama, 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 and she was like, hey papa, no tell me what's up with ya. Hey mama, mama, I think I love ya. Back in the day, I wasn't the type to be all sprung like this. A different girl every day of the week, every night in every city. But this one got a little closer. We moving like a fast car, Testarossa. And now we riding on this love roller coaster. And I don't ever wanna get off, I wanna keep rolling, rolling.
what you say. That you believe in, well, of course you did. And bro, I remember it being 2011, and like being in the backseat of my mom or dad's car, and you know they just putting on the pop radio station like 92 Pro FM or whatever, you know, local to us, and hearing songs like this by Jason Derulo, Sean Kingston, Akon, he was still around. You know, this is literally what pop music sounds like. So this sounds like just, oh god. It's like hearing like my childhood within a song that I've just never heard before, and obviously it's completely obscure. So, welcome back, lovely tax. The Golden Girl is another unknown R&B demo I really fuck with. I thought BSP uploaded this. I guess not. I guess Daft not. What if some K-pop singer picks this song up like One Love? Is that what happened with One Love? Oh god, I hope not. K-pop should stay all the way over in K-land, and this will stay in R&B land. Probably have involvement from someone well-known. Probably, yeah. This has like some really good production quality to it. Like, again, that's why it sounds so much like something you'd hear in 2011, 2010. Early 2010s contemporary R&B. Again, music was still really good up until like 2014. Like 2014, 2015, that's when music started to, you know, unfortunately. My humble opinion, of course.
She's my future. Thinking about a ring. Knew that she'd wanna wear my last name. It's over, she's alright. Ever gonna need more? Can't believe it all started with. Who knew she's my future? Thinking about a ring. Who knew that she'd wanna wear my last name? It's over, she's alright. Ever gonna need more? Can't believe it all started with. Hey mama, 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 hey mama, mama, mama. And she was like, hey papa, now tell me what's up with ya. Hey mama, mama, I think I love ya. Hey mama, 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 hey mama, mama, mama. And she was like, hey papa, now tell me what's up with ya. Hey mama, mama, I think I love ya. Hey mama, 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 hey mama, 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 hey mama, 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 hey mama, mama.
Holy shit, you just unlocked memories of bad made-for-TV drama movies? No, facts. What do we think of I Think I Love You? Unidentified R&B song. Again, just reminiscent very much so of, hey look, there I am. Reminiscent of just what music sounded like in 2010, 2011, 2012, you know, pop music. There was like a definitely noticeable difference from like pop music in 2011 compared to like even in the latter years of the 2000s, because 2000s pop and 2010s pop were very different. Like even 2008 and 2009 pop music sounds different than like 2011, 2012 pop music, even though they were only a few years apart. Like 2010s were definitely already starting to sound a lot more electronic, you know, a lot more like synths and like big bass and like big you know, bombastic drums and stuff, or like, you know, just like a lot of synths and big, you know, like studio sounds that a lot of pop songs have, like, you know, all the, you know, all the typical stuff you'd hear in 2010s pop, whereas maybe 2000s pop was kind of more acoustic, kind of more rock oriented still. Excuse me. Oh my god. 7.9 out of 10. So basic. Yeah, it's very much like basic to what was popular at the time. Again, maybe that's probably why I went obscure, because so many people are already doing this. But anyways, that was the first one. On to the second one. Second link from Daft Not. Unidentified new metal song misattributed to Slipknot called Follow. Max, can you say an unfact about Lost Wave? The Fall of the King has been solved. Okay. Give that another try. I feel like you could have hit a higher note than that, buddy. Come on. He said, oh! Happens to the best of us. I'm gonna head out. Max Abroka Air. See you, Maximillionaire. You contradicted yourself, Jesse, but I'll let it slide. Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to press that. Whoops. Oh, I was like around here, I think. I think I did that. I'll say one thing, the what's it called? Audio for the vocals aren't that good. Like, it got, I don't know, like, it's not like his singing is bad, it's just like the quality of, like, whatever he's singing into. I don't know, like, it doesn't sound like it's matching with the music, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't be talking over the music. It doesn't sound like it's matching with the music, it sounds like, I don't know, it sounds like he's, like, I don't know, it sounds like he's playing, like, the music, like, the audio of the music through him recording himself singing. That's what it sounds like. Oh, Redwood, why'd you delete horror movie's message? He just goes, Mr. Egg's request got solved early today. You gotta watch the music video. I'm not gonna have time today because I got like a hard stop at like 9:40, so I'm probably not even gonna be able to get to the John Doe mystery today anyway. So I might have to save that for another stream. But yeah, Redwood, why'd you fucking time out horror movies? My bad, movies. My phone glitched out. Right. Totally, because it's not your political stance on the current climate of American political politics. My bad, movies. I don't know. So, just something about that phrase just sounded funny, just because I read that at first. I was like, what? And I was like, oh yeah, his name's Horror Movies. This one was, I mean, the riff was good. The guitar work was definitely heavy and crunchy, and I liked that, but I don't know. Guy was kind of going crazy, kind of other, you know, there's a difference between like a growl, like, you know, like a good like metal scream, and then there's just screaming. I feel like parts like of, you know, this song, this guy was kind of just screaming. Not bad. I mean, I'm always iffy with new metal. I'm not always too crazy about it, but that was decent. Wasn't the worst. Mike Worst, by the way, I will say I'm only getting up to ones that were requested up to 4 days ago. So this one I'll have to get to reacting to next stream. So that'll just have to be for next time. Anyways, next up we got Falling Down. This is a request by Mr. Egg. a DJ Relax song. I don't know who DJ Relax is, but we're about to find out. Or I'm about to find out, at least. So, let's give it a look. DJ Relax, Unknown Falling Down, remastered. It's nice we lay down on this river where the stars fall. This is either godly or complete shit, no in between. Okay, interesting. Alrighty. Alright. By the way, this got solved already as The Other Side this night. Oh, is this the request you were talking about? That got solved. Alright, I'll watch this with the music video. The Other Side this night. Alright, I wasn't talking to you. Is there not a music video for it? Chat, didn't y'all say there was a music video for Mr. Egg Solve? DJ Relax is a Peruvian radio DJ. Oh, thank you for that context, by the way. I did not know that. This one is solved. I already read that. Alright, fuck it. We'll just listen to this. Uh, 2007. That's all we got. Use quotation marks. Hold on. I don't see the music video. Who's the channel? Or what channel is it uploaded on? Use quotation marks. Yeah, I did. I even put the little hyphen in there. But fuck it, we'll just listen to the song. Because I don't, unless I keep scrolling, I don't see a music video for this song. Falling Down. What happened to I Love Horror Movies? I don't see his comments. Yeah, did he, whatchamacallit, Red Hood, did you fucking time him out for like a certain period? Because if that's the case, you timed him out for like probably 5 minutes or something. Hopefully only 5 minutes. Please read USA's comment. There is a music video. Check the description of Rock Ball Boy's upload. Okay, thank you. I did not see your comment, but thank you, USA. Rock Ball Boy. Where is he? Or Rocket Ball Boy, excuse me. Rocket Ball Boy. He's in chat too sometimes. Oh, is this it right here? Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, God, what is that animation? Thank you, USA. Very, very interesting art style. I would like to know the name of this art style because this is, again, very interesting looking. It's like human faces were put on animated figures. Very like, well.
stars falling from the dark sky, painted in green by your eyes. Through its star I make a wish. Stay
One
with
frame
me
video.
tonight and always. This cold, cold night made us warmer inside. When I see it falling down.
That's what I was thinking of, bro. I was like, and I couldn't think of the name. Angela Anaconda. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, this animation style reminds me of Angela Anaconda. Like, look at the people. Some straight up Angela Anaconda. Fucking ass music video. Oh, dude.
Keep this connection through my cold hand, through your burning lips. On will we go.
Yes, melt together. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, those are just hands.
Through my cold hands, where will we float? Where will we float? Where will we float? When I see it falling down. When I see it falling down.
Bro literally stopped and melted with her. This is like, I'm very much digging this right now. Like I'm liking the guy's voice just because, I mean, of course that's always the first thing I go for, but like I love how this is definitely 2007. Just everything about this, like this reminds me of when I would like be on YouTube in 2007, 2008, and I'd be looking up AMVs, which for those who don't know were like anime music videos, but sometimes AMV that had like videos that had AMV in the title sometimes wouldn't be anime. They'd be like music videos of real songs put on other, you know, animated videos or like animated shows from the 2000s or maybe the late 90s. This, however, apparently this is like an actual original video, or yeah, video made for the song, which is fascinating because, you know, especially for a band this obscure, you know, and for a song to go unidentified like this, it's kind of cool that I had a whole entire animated music video to it. This video makes me laugh. I mean, it looks like a Mad sketch. It does look like that too. That Mad animation, Mad TV. I do think the whole idea of like come down and melt away with me, like that lyric from Everlong by the Foo Fighters, I do think that's very like romantic and beautiful. So like him kissing her and then melting into one, that's kind of romantic, as cheesy as it is. You know, I know maybe some of y'all maybe going, oh Max, what's you trying to be Cupid over here? But it is kind of lovey and cute, if you will. Same vibes as the MVS for Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand. He reacted to my comment, but it didn't show up on chat. Checking to see if I'm somehow banned on this account again. Okay, no, you're not banned. No, you're not banned. Yeah. The heart. I will say, I do like the weirdness of the music video too. He hit him with the Riz at the end. The Riz face. That was an absolute banger. Especially that second half of the video where like it started with a heartbeat and then it turned into like the real life footage of them playing, intermixed with, you know, this Angela Anaconda kind of animation style. Really cool song and really cool music video, by the way. Definitely, like, it reminds me of that early YouTube days, like 2007, 2008, and just how music sounded, how YouTube was with like AMV. It feels very nostalgic, yes. It's very nostalgic. And it's beautiful. It's like, you know, there was still love in the air in the 2000s. You know, not like, you know, nowadays. The synths kind of remind me of Just Like Heaven. I forget that song. Was that a Lost Wave? Probably was. Thank you for that recommendation, Mr. Egg. Glad I got solved. I don't know how long that was unidentified for, but I kind of just... A lot of people had posted it when it got solved today, so it seemed like, you know, decent number of people were looking for it. So glad it did get solved. Alright, last song on here, and then I'm going to get to Teddy's and Red Hood's songs to react to. And then honestly, I'm going to call it there just because I'm not going to have time to do the John Doe mystery tonight. I'm sorry. I think Jesse Pinkman was the only one here who was looking forward to that. I don't know. Maybe a few others were, but I know he left. But like I said, I have a hard stop at like 9:40, 9:45. So yeah. So we'll get this song. We'll get this song reacted to, and then I'll get to Mr. Red Hood's and then Mrs. Teddy's. So let's get on to Of Shattered Glass, Hate, 1991. Listen to the Of Shattered Glass official lyric video. Yeah! Official 2024 lyric video for a 91 song, Hate, by Of Shattered Glass. So, yeah, it became a, I guess this was a Lost Wave song at one point. Originally recorded in 91 and self-released on cassette only, Hate was uploaded to a peer-to-peer music server in 2001 with a false identification. What followed was a 20-plus year search for the real artist and title by members of the hashtag Lost Wave community. In December 2024, the song was shared on a Facebook group, and within hours, a friend of the band identified it. This is a new official video for the song. Shout out to Of Shattered Glass. Let's give it a listen. Was it misattributed to New Order? Thank you. I was just about to ask, who was it misattributed to? Okay. Some nice drumming. I'm gonna get this right off the bat. Just from the title of the name, or excuse me, the title of the band and the song, I thought this was gonna be like some like underground thrash or death metal or something. Of Shattered Glass. The name of the song is Hate. I was expecting some with a little bit. But no, we got some new wave, which was misattributed to New Order. As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, that's not going to be some thrash or death metal, you know, something like that. But I'm digging it so far, and I like how they kept the original, like, kind of muffled kind of quality. Gives it that, you know, that old school aesthetic to it. Sounds very, yeah, it was very 80s for 90s standards. Had this been uploaded, like, or, you know, released 10 years, 11, 9 years earlier, probably would have been more successful. Very political song, too. And, you know, probably still very, well, not probably, definitely very, you know, in theme with the times now. Change up. Okay. Interesting switch up, I like it. Of course, you know, some Metropolis footage. Assuming it might be a political song just because, I mean, I don't know, anytime you see, like, or I see, like, Metropolis footage, it's usually, like, associated with, like, you know, how, like, the future should have looked, but because of modern politics, like, it doesn't, like, look like that. The search lasted over 20 years for this song. Interesting. Well, I mean, it was cassette only, and I'm assuming it sounded like it was not on a label. So it was passed around, like, friend to friend. I've never seen a political electronic music. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe this is... well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's kind of a metaphorical meaning to, like, I don't want to see her when she cries. I don't want to see her when she dies. Or, I don't know. Maybe Unk is overthinking it. Oh my god. I'm so sorry that I keep yawning. It's not that I'm bored. I swear to God, I just did not get a good sleep last night. I am just genuinely tired. But that was Hate by Unshattered Glass. Again, very metallic and deadly thrash and doom or death, sludge metal sounding band name and song name. So I was very, you know, surprised when it was actually new wave. Still a banger though. Still enjoyed that a lot. Very cool switch ups in the middle. You know, like the second half part of the song. Definitely I like how it started. It went more kind of like new wave, but in the first half, God, I can't speak tonight. I'm gonna start this over. Hold on, take two. I liked how in the second half, it switched up. Like, the first part was definitely new wave oriented, mainly synths and stuff, but the second part with the sounded a little more guitar oriented, so, you know, which of course I always like more than synths. But, a banger. That was from Not Lancer. Shout out to you, man, for the recommendation. Appreciate you. I would give that, chat, where would we rank that if we had to pick? If we were doing a tier list, where would we rank that song? Would we say it's peak? Would we say it's Wang tier? Would we say it is... I don't know. Fucking... great, good, absolute doo-doo, booty crust. Alright, that's not the end of the reactions, though. While y'all type that in, I'm gonna get to the reactions from the other peoples that have sent me stuff. So, I gotta get one from Teddy, which, Teddy, if you're around, send it to me. I don't know where you are, but... I still also don't fucking know why Discord only ever shows me the first letter of the user in my chats, and then the rest are just dots. So it's like, okay, I have no idea who the fuck that is. So, Teddy, just send it to me. Oh, there it is. You did send it to me. Okay. Alright, so I got him. So I'm gonna do Red Hood's first, because he's been really wanting me to do his. So I'm gonna do his reaction first. This is the song that I remembered I wanted you to react to before you took your long hiatus. Been waiting a year from now, Max. I apologize. And you messaged me this almost 10 days ago, Red Hood. I apologize for your long-awaited reaction request. Apologies for it taking so long, but it is now here. I'm going to react to this now. It's called Control Freak. No, I don't want it on there. Hold on. There we go. Oh, interesting intro. Interesting intro. Wang, Peak, that's for the last song. Lamau. Definitely a bop. Definitely a bop. Surprised no one put hate as the joke. It's because when it detects OBS or whatever opens, it automatically turns on streamer mode. Ah. The only reason I didn't freak the fuck out when I found out it was in VN was because I was in public. Wait, what? Oh, the search. Oh, you mean like when the song got identified. I got you. Oldest mention of the song was from 2002. Yeah, so that's over. That's like about 24 years. Yeah, or no, that was a 22-year search, pretty much then, because it got solved in about like, well, late 24. So I expect your full undivided reaction. I'm gonna be locked in, bro. It's fitting for the name of the song, Control Freak. All right, very liminal looking photo with a cow. This is Control Freak by Your Sleep Paralysis Demon. This is uploaded 2 years ago. Let's give it a listen. Oh, I'm not even showing my screen. Very liminal looking photo of this cow with a cross on its ass. Control Freak. Here we go. I'm also going to assume that this is this gentleman's upload, Your Sleep Paralysis Demon, so we can safely say that this song, Control Freak, is by Your Sleep Paralysis Demon. It's a banger so far, by the way. He's also in a band. Okay. This song makes me feel like I'm driving on a very dark desert road. No, this is like this song is what you hear when you're in a cornfield or whatever field this is, and you just see this cow staring at you. And it comes to kill you. Or not, or come to control you. This is a control freak. Ooh, some kind of 8-bit. Sound like an 8-bit effect on that last part. Had like a kind of 8-bitty sound to it. That was Control Freak by Your Sleep Paralysis Demon. That was a vibe. That was a vibe. I really do like the album cover too. I love that just fucking cow just standing there in the field in front of like what looks like, I don't know, some sort of Russian or Eastern European city. But yeah, what would we think of that if we had to rank this on a tier list? If it was a Lost Wave song at one point, where would we rank it? Would it be Wang? Great, good, dog water. I'd give it on. I put it on good. It was good. It wasn't anything that like jumped out at me, but I think it was definitely like somebody like the vibe. And I like the. I mean, I like sometimes when they do like that kind of muffled effect on the vocals. So that's always fun. Your Sleep Paralysis Demon sounds like a name for a metal band. Yeah, the second time sounds like it'd be a metal name, but it just isn't. It's more of like a, I guess it would be like alternative rock. That's just what I classify it as. If I don't know if it's like rock or metal or hard rock. Of Shattered Glass, that should have, sounds like it would have been a doom or death metal band, but you know, it wasn't. Not, but you know, still a bop, as this was too. So, Red Hood, I hope your long 1.5 year wait has been satisfied, because that was a bop. And of course, you know, I'm obviously not gonna, I'm gonna keep it funky, or I'm gonna keep it real. And you know, if I don't like it, I don't like it. But I vibed with it. It wasn't anything again that like jumped out at me or was anything crazy. But shout out to your, you know, this dude. I don't know if you know him personally or if you discovered him just on YouTube one day, but I don't know if he does. I don't know if he did the artwork himself too for this, but artwork is. I don't know. I just really like the artwork. Just the cow standing there in the field. I don't know. It does look like, has like that liminal doomy just aesthetic to it. He goes, sure. Alright, so that was Red Hood's request, so shout out to you, Red Hood. Thank you for the request. Last but not least, it's a 1-minute-long video, and oh god. It's by Teddy. It's uploaded on his channel. So, we're gonna see, you know, we're gonna see what this is all about. So it's called Teddy Commits a Hate Crime. Now, I'm just saying this right now, if this stream gets deleted or gets taken down, for whatever reason, you all know why. Let's give this a watch.
Jed, should we kill Franco?
Whoa!
What? No, no.
I don't think we should kill anyone. I think human life is valuable, you know?
Wow, that's a cut take. Yeah, even
Well,
Hitler?
like, well, look, I think we should,
It's
you
time
know,
to go mask
try
off,
and
dude.
encourage people to do good. You know, I mean, certainly.
No, we should support.
Why
We
would
should
you-
try to encourage people to do bad. We should encourage people
What?
to try and racism.
You want the
That-
world to be a worse place?
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
You want the world to fall,
Why?
bro? It's too boring.
Like-
we need chaos.
But like, if
What am
the
I
world
watching?
was a bad place, then it would be a harder place for everyone to live in.
But
you
okay,
know?
think about this. It would
If
probably be
everyone
funny.
was nice
Don't
to
you
each
think it would be
other-
kind of funny?
But like, imagine a world where I can just say the N-word without
Yeah.
consequences.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You do
exactly.
raise a valuable point, I suppose.
Franco, what
I
do
may
you
have
think of
to think of
Franco,
this.
what do you think of that argument?
I think there needs to be some chaos in this world.
I agree, nigga.
But what? Come on now.
Listen, so those in the chat with Teddy in that video, I thought I could time it too, but god damn, I as soon as I heard the N-word get mentioned, I knew what was coming. And he's not even here to react to it. What the fuck? That's why he doesn't post as much. And no, I don't personally know the guy. Wind at Night is a goated ass band. Wind at Night sounds like a doom metal band. Ooh, it kind of does actually. Well, I guess there's the hate crime that Teddy committed. You know, I'm over here wondering, like, what is the hate crime that Teddy committed? You know, but they're over here just, you know, playing Megamind. Or, no. Mega Man. Mega Man, right? Yeah, okay. Mega Man. I'm way too tired for this shit. That's a crazy ass video. But thank you, Teddy, for the recommendation. Hope you're happy with your reaction requests being satisfied as well. I'm gonna call it quits here. I know I had a scheduled whatchamacallit John Doe mystery, but that's not happening. I'm way too tired for that, and I gotta get going soon. So, Fool in Love is low-key one of their least good songs. Who was that by? Wind at Night? Have not heard that. Oh no, that's the Lost Wave song. What am I saying? Megamind. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, I'm not gonna be streaming for a little while just because on Wednesday I'm gonna be going on vacation for a little while, and I'll be gone for about a week, a little over a week. So I'll be back sometime in like a week from then, maybe like 9th or 10th or 11th, somewhere around there. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. I'll put a community post when I stream next. So, yeah, and I'll catch up on the John Doe mystery I wanted to talk about, the Mike Worst reaction, and then, you know, whatever I have planned for that stream. And again, you have until next time I stream to figure out what is the mysterious song I played at the beginning of the stream. And if you figure it out and you do find it, just put it in the comments of the VOD for this stream. So, with that said, y'all, I'm going to bounce out of here. Thank you, everyone who came by, and thank you, everyone who stayed. You know, goodbye, HBO Maximillionaire. I will have my own special one day soon. Everyone, make sure to stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay committing hate crimes, and I will see you all the next time I stream. Alrighty, y'all.